Joining us on the debate, Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, Sameer Chaugankar, senior journalist, A. Sarvanan, spokesperson of DMK, Nikhil Jain, political consultant. My first question is to Dr. Riju Datta, national spokesperson of the TMC. Dr. Datta, does this make a difficult situation for you? Because you want those 8 seats which are Muslim dominated also, but you also want those 7 seats which are dominated by the Matwas and the Rajbanshis. Which one will you choose now?
Padmaja, we will win the 8 seats dominated by the Muslims and we will win the 7 seats dominated by the Matwas also. Now let me get things into perspective. When we are discussing the Matwas, please somebody explain to me a Matwa community, a person from the Matwa community who has a voter card, whose son is studying in a school in India, who is doing a government job, has voted for a BJP candidate named Shantanu Thakur. He has won the election, is a Lok Sabha member and is the shipping minister in the Modi ji's cabinet. So after CAA, what new citizenship will happen? Or are they saying Shantanu Thakur, a minister in the Modi's cabinet, is not a citizen of India? Or the Matwa who voted for Shantanu Thakur is not a citizen of India? What is it? Bottom line is, it is unconstitutional, anti-minority and undemocratic policy against the basic tenets of the constitution.
So let me just ask you, let me ask you a yes or no question. Let me ask you a yes or no question, sir.
Yeah.
Do you, as the TMC official representative, favor the granting of citizenship to Matwas and Rajbanshis? Yes or no?
Matwas and Rajbanshis residing in Bengal are citizens of this country. We, unlike Assam, we will not have any detention camps here, and we will not let CAA, which is the pretense to imposing NRC, we will not let BJP take the citizenship rights of people.
So you haven't answered my question. It was a fairly straightforward question.
There will be no CAA and NRC in Bengal.
Does the TMC support the granting of Indian citizenship to Matwas and Rajbanshis? Yes or no?
Matwas and Rajbanshis residing in Bengal are already Indian citizens.
Okay, respond to this, Sanju Verma. This is just tokenism.
Take away their citizenship rights.
Okay, so this is just tokenism. Matwas, Rajbanshis are already citizens.
Okay, you know, Padmaja, Riju Datta used some very strong and harsh words. He said that the CAA is illegal, unconstitutional, undemocratic. So my first rebuttal to him is this. Please educate yourself. On the 9th of December 2019, the CAA was passed in the Lok Sabha with a majority of 311 votes in favor, only 80 votes against. And on the 11th of December 2019, the CAA was passed in the Rajya Sabha with a tally of 125 votes in favor and only 105 votes against. So for you to sit here and say it is illegal and unconstitutional is basically a whole lot of balderdash, because you're questioning the working of the Indian parliamentary ethic. Point number 2. Way before Mamata Banerjee became the chief minister in 2011, her predecessor in 2007, Buddhadev Bhattacharya, had clearly said that while there are many homegrown Mathuas who obviously have legitimate citizenship status, there are many Mathuas who've come from East Pakistan, as in Bangladesh now, who do not have legitimate citizenship status, and they need to be rehabilitated and their citizenship status needs to be made legitimate. And when Mamata Banerjee became the chief minister for the first time, Padmaja, in 2011, she is currently serving her 3rd term. What was the biggest promise Mamata Banerjee made? She said, I will rehabilitate those from the Mathua community who've come from East Pakistan and who still don't have a legitimate citizenship status in India. Shantanu Thakur, by the way, is a homegrown Mathua. He did not migrate from East Pakistan or Bangladesh, Biju. So don't try and confuse people on a national television debate. My third and most important point is this. You keep saying Narendra Modi has an eye on elections, and that is why he brought in the CAA after 4 years. Had we done it in 2021, you would have said we are doing it with an eye on Bengal and Assam elections. Had we done it in 2022, you would have accused us of doing it with an eye on Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Manipur and Goa elections. Had we done it at the start of 2023, you would have accused us of doing it with an eye on Tripura, Nagaland, Meghalaya elections. Had we done it at the end of 2023, you would have accused us of doing it with an eye on Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh elections.
Okay.
तो आपके लिए तो मोदी सरकार कुछ भी करे, कब भी करे, you are going to rant, rave and play the victim card. Continue doing so.
Okay, before